Hello, everybody, and welcome to the High Speed Racing Network. This is the Velocity Racing League round 12 of the 2021 season from the Dover International Speedway. I am your host, Hayes Booth, alongside my broadcasting partner, Jared Darling, as we have about 3 minutes left here in practice. Just want to say a quick thank you to those of you tuning in right now for choosing the High Speed Racing Network as your form of sim racing entertainment on this Monday night. Jared, just kind of walk us through the race heading into tonight.
Yeah, here we are at Dover now. We went from a mile racetrack last week, really flat New Hampshire. Now we're at the really high-banked Dover International Speedway here tonight, and this track is definitely tough. It's really, really high speed. It's kind of like a roller coaster coming off the corners. These cars are going to get really loose coming off the corners. So it's usually how Dover is, but it seems to be pretty tight on entry and in the center. So it's definitely going to be a handful for these guys. But same size track, but a totally different race we're going to see here tonight. Very high speeds. And, last week coming off that incredible finish and race we had in New Hampshire, a side-by-side finish. James Miller picking up the win last week and looking to continue to cut into that point lead, which he did last week with Quentin Warman, cutting into that point lead a little bit.
Right, we'll see if he can continue that speed heading into tonight, but I don't know, man. I mean, Quentin Warman currently tops the charts right now in practice with a 22.61. Second is Howie Briss with a 22.75. So, over a tenth faster than second place. So, Quentin Warman right off the bat here in practice showing speed. But don't let that fool you. The same thing happened last week. He was fastest in practice. However, he was not the fastest in the race.
Yeah, for sure. I was just about to say, Quentin does this a lot. We see him putting up these really fast times in practice. And, last week he just really didn't have the pace as James Miller at all in that whole race. So, obviously practice is one thing, race is another. But being a tenth and a half over the field, and if you do remember last week in his interview, he said he was really looking forward to this race. I think he said it's one of his favorite racetracks. So I look for that 7 car to be really strong tonight. But, there's a lot of guys here that could be really strong tonight. These times are fairly close, and a lot can happen here at Dover. I mean, they talk about Miles the Monster here, just reaching out and grabbing cars. I think we're going to see that a lot here tonight.
Yeah, I definitely think we will too. This is definitely a tough racetrack to not only learn but to be good at. So I definitely think whoever wins this race is going to deserve it because it's not easy to run this racetrack. So got about 25 seconds here left in practice, and then we will head to 5 minutes of qualifying, 2 laps for every driver to put in their best time. And then we will head to the 200-lap race here tonight. And I tell you what, it's definitely going to be an interesting one here. May see some wrecks, but I definitely think it will be good racing that we see here as well. This is the same length as New Hampshire, but much faster and higher banks.
Yeah, I mean, that's we talk about this both being mile racetracks, but these guys here tonight, they're running about 7-8 seconds faster at this track. That just shows the incredible speeds they carry here. 24 degrees of banking here at Dover. Even the straightaways, I believe here, might be banked more than the corners at New Hampshire. So it just shows the amount of banking here at this racetrack as qualifying is getting ready underway now, and got a couple guys going out on track already here early on.
Yep, one of the guys we have here right away coming onto the track is Tony Hilbrands in the number 92 machine.
And he was fast last week in New Hampshire, and he's still looking for a win this season. He's been very close, very fast, kind of there, just not quite winning speed. But last week he had a really good run going, had some bad luck, unfortunately, there towards the end of the race. But looking for a bounce-back week here as he goes on his first lap here in qualifying.
Yep, we'll see what he's able to do here on this first lap as he's coming around through turns 3 and 4.
And you can just see, I mean, the speeds. He's well over 150 miles an hour in the center of the corner. And his first lap up there at 22.88. A little bit slower than his practice time, but pretty close.
And Quentin Warman immediately with a 22.73. Yep. See if his second lap is any faster. Let's watch Tony Hilbrands as well. Coming off a turn
seeing if that
4.
second lap maybe might be quicker. Usually I feel like Dover, it's kind of hard to go. He actually goes slightly quicker, but it's not going to change his
Yeah.
position there. Look at the lap by Quentin, though. He put down a 62.
22:63.
Yeah, 63,
Wow.
yeah. So, I mean, flying around this track.
Great job by Quentin Warman putting in those fast times. Howie Briss currently second at 22:75. Now here's Cole Freilich, I believe, has just completed his times. Let's take a look at Sean Williams, who you
Yes.
gave the broadcaster's curse to last
Yeah,
week.
I'm not too happy about that, and hopefully we don't do it again here tonight with anybody. I feel like anytime you interview somebody, the next lap on the next restart, they go out and get wrecked or something. It's like, what did we
Right.
do? We're just talking.
Oh, and James Miller actually messes up. I think that was coming to complete his first lap.
Ooh, that's gonna make him be at the back of the field then. If it was coming to his way, yeah. But yeah,
Well, he
about
might-
halfway.
He might get another chance, but he will
He's
only
going
have
back
one
out.
lap this time. Assuming that was coming to complete his first lap.
Getting ready, about 2 minutes left in qualifying, and top five so far. Quentin Warman, Howie Briss, that's another guy. He is always there in that top five, and I believe he's finished about the top five in every race he started this season. Just doesn't have that win. It's so
Right.
close. He's gonna get at one of these races here. But Spencer Ray third, Tony Hilbrands and Cole Freilich, your top five here. James Miller out on the lap now.
Yep, let's keep an eye on James Miller here and see if he's able to put in a lap that can contend with Quentin Warman. And he keeps the speed up through 3 and 4.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be happy with
Oh,
that.
no.
Pretty
Okay, yeah.
off. But last week in New Hampshire, he didn't really have the fast, short run speed. But once that race started, I mean, he took off, and we saw what happened there. Absolutely, put a whooping on the field last week. So, but he's gonna have to come pretty deep here tonight. Ninth so far on the board with a minute left in qualifying.
Yeah, we're watching Tom Mercier right now. I believe is coming to complete his second lap. And this will put him up to P12 on the board. James
Now,
Colabody.
I do have to say, I did talk to Tom Mercier before this race started. Really good friend of mine, and he told me he is going to win this race today. So he's calling a shot, saying he's going to win this race, but he's going to have to come from really deep in the field. I know Dover's one of his absolute favorite racetracks, and no surprise to see him here tonight, but not a good qualifying run there. So he's going to have to pass some cars, that's for sure.
Well, we'll see if Tom can get it done as we have our usual driver in James Colabally staying on the track.
Getting his
Continuing
practice, yep.
Continuing to run laps, letting us keep an eye on a driver while we wait for qualifying to conclude. We have about 25 seconds left, and then we will head to grid. So, I definitely think the speed in Quentin Warman is showing here, but I think we're definitely going to have to keep an eye on Howie Briss for sure, second on the board. I think he could be one of the fast ones here tonight.
Yeah, sure. We got Spencer Ray up there, third place, 75 out there on the board, and he's showing some good speed here. As qualifying looks like it's wrapping up here now, and Quentin Warman's going to hang on to the pole here once again. I mean, I can look really quick, but man, that's about, I think his fourth pole. Yeah, his fourth pole of the season. So yeah, a lot of fast speed there for Quentin.
For sure. So now we will head to grid. Let's take a look at your starting grid here, heading into this race at the Dover International Speedway. Quentin Warman takes the pole. To his outside will be Howie Briss, about a tenth off of his time. Spencer Ray will start in third. Tony Hilbrands starting in fourth. Cole Freilich going to round out the top five. In the sixth position, we see Scott Shire in the number 4 machine. Jeffrey Fisher starting in seventh. To his outside, we have Sean Williams. James Miller qualified in ninth, last week's winner. And his outside will be Alex Anderson rounding out the top 10.
And who was just on the other end of that battle last week for the win. Nicholas Lavelle will start in 11th tonight. Tom Mercier, look for him to go through the field today. He's starting in 12th. Michael Keithley here in 13th. Then we got Charles Jurek in 14th. James Mahone will start from the 15th position. Then we got James Colabelli, 16th. Sam Rice in 17th. Daniel Mosteller, 18th. And all these guys choosing not to put in a time here tonight. Daniel Massaler 18th. Garrett Mitchell 19th. Not sure if we've seen that name much this season, but he's going to start from 19th. And Isaiah McLean will round out your top 20 here tonight, Hayes.
And starting in 21st, we have Michael Ashmore in the number 98 machine. Thomas Sewell starting in 22nd. Aaron Smith, one of the fastest guys we've seen throughout the season, going to try to come up through the field after starting in the rear, starting in 23rd in the number 70 machine. And Patrick Colby starting in 24th. And I believe, yep, that will round out the 24 driver field that we have here tonight, as we see the drivers getting ready to pull off a pit road. And I believe here in just a minute, yep, there they go, pulling off. And I tell you what, man, it's going to be a long race, but it's going to be a fun one at that.
Yeah, for sure. I think we're going to see a lot of action here tonight. Dover really provides some good racing, and like I said, I think this track's really tough. We might see some, some accidents here tonight, and it could be pretty wild to see. Like I said, the really high speeds here really makes for some incredible racing here. And, I mean, they're flying around this place in 22, 23 seconds. So a lot, things can happen very quick here. And on top of that, there's really nowhere to go when stuff happens. This track's very narrow, inside walls, pretty close to the racetrack. So when things happen, it can be big. And we could see that here tonight as we're getting ready to come to the green, Hayes.
Yeah, for sure. Like we were saying, a very tough track to handle. So whoever wins is going to be a deserving one. So here they come around turns 3 and 4. The field in the hands of Quentin Warman as we see the pace truck pulling off onto pit road. 200 laps here at the Monster Mile. And the green flag goes in the air. We are underway for 200 laps here at Dover.
Definitely got to be careful with the cold tires here on this first lap. Let's see if we can get through lap number 1 clean here as they work their way off turn 2 already here.
Racing down to turn number 1 is Quentin Warman, already starting to build a gap over Howie Briss in the number 97. As they come through 3 and 4, Quentin Warman going to lead lap number 1 and already got about a half a second lead.
And tell you what, pretty clean start. Everybody kind of got single file there, giving each other room and space here, getting through these first couple laps. You got 200 laps here tonight, 200 miles. But these laps, if it goes green, it'll go by really quick. So, yep, everybody's single file here, and Quentin Warman pulling away from Howie Briss here on the start.
Yeah, like you were saying, assuming we don't have very many cautions, this will be a quick race, all things considered, because, laps go by fast here, so shouldn't take too long to do, but we'll just have to see how it goes depending on how many cautions we get. Already completing lap number 3, Howie Briss starting to close back in on Quentin Warman, about 0.2 of a second back. Spencer Ray right behind him, and then we have Tony Hilbrandt's the number 92, and Sean Williams started 8th. He is moving up to 6th so far, and now trying to run these guys down.
Yeah, really, the top 4 now all over Quentin Warman coming off 4. In fact, Howie Briss kind of had a look to the inside there. Looking low again, but not quite there. This is, again, another track. We talk about this a lot with these cars especially, but, Quentin can go out there and run that fast lap, but can he keep the tires underneath him? I mean, these things fall off very quickly here. And you can see, he pulled out to that quick lead, but now he's got 4 cars right underneath him.
Right, they were able to catch up really quickly, and so far, actually, just check and see here. And now here comes, I don't know why, I always accidentally
you
call him
really
Tony
mix
Hilbrand.
them two up a lot. I'm not really sure.
I don't know why. Howie Briss, getting really close to the back bumper of Quentin Warman. And Tony actually has a little bit of a gap to these guys, but he's trying to close it back up. And one guy who seems to already be on the move here is Sam Rice. Started 17th, and he's made his way up to 13th.
Yep, gaining 4 spots here on the start. Kind of on his own little space now right now. And just ahead of him, there's actually a side-by-side battle. I talked about on the top of the show. Tom Mercier, he said himself he was going to win tonight, so let's see if he can do it. But he's making some passes here after qualifying 12th and going for the 9th position here right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's already made up 2 spots, looking to make it 3. So we'll see if Tom can get it done here tonight. That'd be pretty cool to see Tom getting a win. So just gonna have to wait and see. Gonna have to keep an eye on him throughout the rest of this race. Now we see back up here at the front a battle between Tony Hilbrance and Spencer Ray. Tony gonna be able to get by and get that 3rd position. Now Cole Fralick gonna take a look to the inside. Oh, and he actually gets into Spencer Ray and he turns him. Oh, Spencer hard into the outside wall. That's actually enough to bring out the caution.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh,
we're gonna have to take a look at that,
yeah,
but
sure.
I mean, obviously, Cole made a pretty late move, and I don't think he really got to the bottom of the racetrack there, and I think he got into Spencer there.
Oh man! All right, let's go back to the replay and try to figure out what happened. So you can see we're on. Cole, he gets a run, goes to the inside of Spencer.
Yeah.
And
just didn't quite get to the bottom of the racetrack, Hayes.
Yeah, I mean, he's already getting that run built up, and then, with the entry he's taking into the corner, it can be tough to turn, and he just doesn't judge it right. And I think there might have been a little bit of net code involved, but
a little, yes.
Yeah.
Definitely, but yeah, I think that one you got to kind of put on Cole there. I think he just kind of didn't quite get to the bottom of the car. I mean, it's hard to turn underneath the car. You're going to the corner. It's really tight on entry here, especially when you're side by side. Can't use the banking really to make the car turn, and just gets into Spencer there and puts him in the wall. Really.
Yeah, really, really unfortunate situation. Not the start to this race that Spencer wanted, running inside the top 5, and gets wrecked pretty early on. But we'll see if he can fix that damage to his car and continue.
And then these guys, who I did mention that we got, looks like 4 sets in the pits of tires to change. So they see a lot of these guys early on. They're choosing not to pit on this caution flag to save a set of tires.
Yeah, I really don't blame them. That was really about, I'd say, 9 green flag laps that they got in there. So not really enough laps to really put on the tires. So definitely doesn't surprise me that these guys stayed out here. So we'll wait and see if it's 1 to green here. If it's not, then we'll get somebody up here for an interview. But I think it will be. I'm just gonna have to.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see here if the lights go off or not. But
yep, they are off. So we are gonna go back green to complete lap 12, and we will take this race back green here for you folks. A quick caution here, an early caution, but a quick one.
I tell you what, we're talking about people on the move. Another guy on the move, last week's winner, James Miller, started 9th up to the top 5 already. He worked his way up to 5th there. Was 6th, got 5th with the yellow flag there, and he looks pretty fast here tonight again.
Yeah, for sure, definitely putting up a solid performance so far. But,
yeah, and unfortunately with that crash, Spencer Ray has taken it behind the wall. He is done for the night. Looks like tough break running up in the top 5 too. It looked like he had a really good speed tonight.
Yeah, it really did. He was, running consistent out there in the top 5. Just couldn't, shouldn't say that, but he just got caught up in that mess with Cole Fralick, and now he's going to be out of the race, unfortunately. But we're going to go back green here. Quentin Warman immediately gets going, gets a huge jump. Wow.
Wow, what a restart. I mean, he is gone. That's massive.
Already has about a half a straightaway lead over the rest of the field.
That's one of the best restarts. I mean, Howie just must have been really sleeping there. I mean, that was...
Right.
Oh, well, I'll see if he can run him back down.
I mean, that's got to be one of, if not the biggest jump I've ever seen on a restart.
Yeah, I think so, too. That was pretty massive.
But now it's a battle for second between Howie Briss and Tony Hilbrand. James Miller coming up right behind him in that 4th position. Now going to try to take a peek to the inside of Tony Hilbrand. Can't quite make it work. He's going to have to try again here through 3 and 4.
Oh, man. Back behind these guys, Alex Anderson got in the wall a little bit off 4, and Tom Mercier now looking to the inside. Side by side here for 7th.
Tom's
He's
moving.
moving.
Yep, he's got Jeffrey Fisher right behind him. Oh, and actually Alex is hanging on strong on that top lane. You can tell both of these cars are loose,
Yeah.
it seems. Oh, Tom, careful. Oh, and he forces Jeffrey Fisher into the wall.
Oh,
Jeffrey,
hard in the
man.
wall. He's up on his side.
Oh, and that actually brings out the caution. Oh,
Let's see if he's
man.
gonna. I think he's gonna roll
wow.
over here now.
Yeah.
I think he might roll. Is he gonna roll? No, he's on his side still.
Oh, there he goes for. Oh my goodness.
What?
That's I don't think that's what we were planning on seeing here. 16 laps into a Dover race.
Yeah, he hit the wall and then he just. Yeah, we'll take a look at that. But man, what a hit there for Jeffrey Fisher. What a wild ride up on his side.
Let's go look at the replay here and see if we can't figure out what happened. Wow.
Yeah.
Alright, so gonna take a look at this here and try to gauge it. So you can see there's, Tom moves up. He kind of moves up the track, and that forces Jeffrey high, and Jeffrey gets into the wall. And then right there, that gives damage to the right front of his car, and then it just...
And I think, the car just goes straight, right? Yeah, I mean...
He just can't turn from that point. The car just digs in and hard into the outside wall, goes up on his side, and right here, this is actually enough to bring out a caution.
Yes.
And then he just rides the wall.
Wow.
Through 3 and 4, or 1 and 2, sorry. And then here he, car kind of lets go of the wall and...
It takes a long, long slide, and then, and it rolls a couple times. Man.
Yeah, and here comes the slide, and you can see I was worried he was going to come down and somebody was going to hit him. But, no, the car just continues to slide down the track. And we'll see, once he hits the banking, it kind of grips a little more and then flips.
And once it hits that apron, it goes for a couple tumbles, and man,
wow.
Wild ride.
Really did not expect to see that.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't too much of a run there again, so I think, all the leaders staying out once again in this caution flag. And again, we'll see if we get the one to go here or not. But, 2 early cautions, 18 laps in here. I've seen a couple of big hits there for Spencer Ray and now Jeffrey Fisher there, especially him. I mean, that was
for sure.
Wild ride.
I mean, we go from a simple spin to a full-on flip. I mean, I really did not expect to see that. Alright, so that is 1 to green again. We will be going green next time around to complete lap 19.
I'm laughing at the chat. We got Sam saying hi when he's out there driving. Pay attention to your car, Sam.
Yeah, Sam, what are you doing?
No texting and driving. That's right, Marcus. That's right.
Hello, Marcus. How you doing?
I'm going to go back green here. Looks like on lap 20, so we'll have 180 laps still to go here. Long ways to go, and again, we talked about him, James Miller, up to 4th now. I think he's coming to the front. He's definitely got some speed here.
My apologies. I accidentally unhooked my mic.
Oh,
so,
good job.
Yeah, that very professional stuff we have here going on. So my apologies for that. But yeah, hello, Marcus. Jared is actually. I'm actually not the co-host. Jared is the co-host here.
Oh yeah, better have that right.
Yeah. Just let you know. But thank you for saying hi. Green flag goes back in the air. Lap 20 now underway. Another good jump by Quentin Warman. Now Tony Hilbrandt's going to try to take the opportunity to get to the 2nd position.
Yes. Yeah, a lot of double wide here coming off the corner. Cole Fraley looking to the inside here. Oh, man, I was hoping he wasn't do the same thing he did to Spencer a few laps ago there. James Miller's going to clear him into 4th there.
Yeah, Tony
and look behind these guys now. Tom looking to get by Sean Williams here. Sean Williams in 6th, but losing the spots. That's 68. That 68 started 12th, up to 6th now.
I tell you what, he is fast so far, moving up through the field.
Oh, now second place now.
Next guys up here, the leaders, really. I mean, if he can catch these guys and battle with them, he may have a shot catching up to Quentin Warman up here, but the more these guys battle, the more Quentin's going to pull away. Tony Hilbrands was able to get clear and get into the second position. Now here comes James Miller looking to get into third. He will take it. Cole Freilich going for fourth.
Yeah, it really seems like once you get that, definitely the bottom lane is where you want to be here. That second lane is just not there. Howie going from second to fifth there in about a lap. And I tell you what, I think the 60 car is going to have something to say for Quentin Warman here tonight. He is absolutely on a charge.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely looking to have another strong run after the dominating performance we saw out of him last week at New Hampshire. He's looking to continue that domination here. We'll see if he can get it done, but first he's got to catch Quentin Warman. And I think you got to wonder if he's going to try to maybe stay behind Tony, see if they can't both catch him. But he's definitely shown a lot of speed here early on.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, he actually slides up a little bit there.
Yeah.
Almost gets into the
Gotta
wall.
keep it out of the wall there. That's the thing here is that it's hard when that wall sneaks up on you and bites you really quick. So I mean.
Right, that's one of the most challenging things about this track is it's so easy to hit the wall. I mean, even if your car isn't tight, it can be so easy to, just drift up a little too much coming off the corner, and as soon as you touch that wall, it just pulls you in. So, that's definitely one thing that a lot of these drivers need to watch out for. But so far, all these guys doing a good job at not hitting the wall. Oh, as I say that, James almost hits it.
James, he clipped the apron there in 1 and 2 and got very close to hitting the wall. Just a lap ago, Howie Briss right behind him just took the 4th position back from Cole Freilich. And behind them, here comes Tom. He's passing Cole Freilich into the top 5. Here he comes.
Up in the top 5. Tom's showing some serious pace here. And I tell you what, I was watching James Miller's car, and that thing looks loose right now.
Yes, he is sideways everywhere, it looks like, especially coming off the corners.
Right.
You always fight that loose off here for sure. Oh my gosh, he's getting so close to the wall there. Yeah, you notice at this track, when you come off the corners, it's literally like a big hill. It's like a big hump, and when you come up on the hill, just the car gets so light and just wants to spin and snap, and it's definitely just really tough here. And another guy I wanted to mention really quick, Aaron Smith started way back in 23rd, and he's already up into 8th place. That 70 car is definitely on the move as well.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that. I mean, that's also very impressive. Another guy who's on the move here so far. But you can see Tom up here already closing in on Howie Briss and James Miller.
Yep.
I don't know what he's done to that car, but he is showing real pace here tonight, moving up through the field so far. And this is the type of pace that we really don't see too often out of Tom, so it is really cool to see this when we can.
Oh man, Cole Freilich really got tight in that corner. He lost a couple spots there. He's going to lose one to Lavelle, Aaron Smith, Sean Williams all going by, and up ahead of these guys, Howie Briss trying to get back on James Miller here.
Yeah,
so Howie Briss fell back to 5th, and now he's trying to get back up to 3rd here.
We'll see if Tom can take advantage of this. He's going to drive it down off the corner. Might be able to get to the inside of James Miller. Yes, he does. So he's going to try to follow through with Howie Briss. Oh, actually, no, he couldn't quite get there that time. He's going to try again here. James Miller going to have another run on the exit. Try to do what he can on the outside to stay ahead of Howie Briss. Not going to happen, though. Howie's going to be able to clear him. Now here comes Tom on the inside.
Yeah, that was the best we've seen that second line be. He held Howie there for about a lap or two, but it's still, that bottom line is where you want to be. So he really shuts the door on Tom there going into 3.
Oh, but Tom is driving it hard to the inside. Wow.
And he's got that thing hooked up on the drive off. He's got really good speed. Running the bottom. You can just see, I mean, he is all over that apron, not moving up. I mean, that car is hooked. He is hooked up right now.
Right, and that's usually how you want it to be here. Oh, and James actually tags the wall on entry. Going to keep it straight, but Tom is going to clear him. Tom moving up to 4th now.
And how about Nicholas Savell? We haven't talked about him really. Almost getting a win last week in New Hampshire. Kind of started deep in the field, about, 11th? Yeah, and here he is up here to 5th now. He's on the move.
Yeah, and again, speaking of on the move, Aaron Smith now going to try to move up to the 6th position from James Miller. Tony Hilbrand, or Tom Mercier trying to get up to Howie Briss. Meanwhile, Tony Hilbrand's trying to run down Quentin Warman from about 1 second back.
And for third, here comes Tom Mercier inside of Howie Briss.
Man, already.
I mean, he is so good on the center off. You can just visibly
really
see.
is.
You can just see how much quicker he is.
Already up to the third position, and now going to be able to clear Howie. Now the only two guys in front of him are Tony Hilbrands and Quentin Warman.
I like the way this 10 car looks, too. This 10 looks just as fast as Tom. He's kind of following him through the field right now. And, yeah, this 10 looking good. The 97 Howie Briss, James Miller kind of sliding back a little bit here. But Quentin Warman and Tony Hilbrands have just checked out. But we'll see if Tom can run these guys down.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if they're able to. Tony's still trying to close in, actually starting to lose some ground now to Quentin Warman. But I'm already seeing Tom closing in on Tony. Let's take a look here, actually. If I can get it pulled up. Let's take a look at the lap times here.
Yeah, for sure.
So you can see, oh, actually, no, this is, there we go. Yeah, I mean, look at that. I mean, lap 36, Tom closed by just over 1/10 of a second. And then last lap, Tom closed by almost 4/10 of a second on Tony. So you can really see the pace that Tom has over Tony right now. Let's see what it is this time around just to get an idea. And last lap, Tom closed by about 1/10.5.
Yeah, he's definitely quicker than Tony Hilbrands for sure. Quentin Warman's still putting down some pretty good lap times up front. Yeah. Yeah, definitely closing in on second place.
Yeah, I mean, he is, like I said, I don't know how much practice he did, what he has figured, I don't know what the deal is, but he seems to have things figured out right now.
For sure.
But gap not really closing much between Tom and Quentin Warman, who's about 3 seconds ahead of Tom, 1.8 seconds ahead of Tony. 40 laps complete here from Dover. Still got 160 to go.
Yeah, really right now everybody kind of strung out, no side-by-side battles. Man, Cole Freilich really falling back outside the top 10 now as he was up in the top 5 way back in 12th place.
Yeah, really unfortunate situation so far for Cole.
This car just looks really tight, really tight. He's getting past more now.
Just continuing to lose ground here. Actually tags the wall again there.
Oh, man, gets a little sideways there.
But, yeah, you can see here, Aaron Smith now still here in the 7th position. Looking to try to make a move on James Miller to get to 6th.
Yep.
Can't quite get the move done yet.
All right, now he's starting to cut into that lead, down to 2.5 seconds now, a little bit. Tom Mercier cutting into that lead for sure.
Oh, yeah. I'd like to see, because Tom really has closed on Tony. If Tom can get by Tony, I want to see the lap times. Oh, and Tony actually tagged the wall there. That's going to help Tom out. Oh, man.
You see that center speed here again from the 68. Watch him come off the corner here, just gain on there. He's going to have a really good run here for 3 and 4. Oh, and Tony's just going to let him go. He's like, you know what? Yeah, I know you're faster. I'm just going to let you go. I'll follow him behind you, and hopefully I can follow you up there and see what you're doing.
Tom moving up to 2nd now, 2.4 seconds behind Quentin Warman. So now let's take a look at the lap times compared to Quint. Oh, yeah. Tom has definitely been faster the last few laps. You can see lap 40, he was faster by almost 2/10. Lap 41, almost just under 1/10. Lap 42, almost 2/10. Lap 43, 1/10.5. And then lap 44.
Oh, James Miller on the wall.
Oh, we have to take a look at that.
On the wall in 3 and 4. Just lost some spots to Aaron Smith and Sean Williams. But yeah, James Miller definitely falling back as well.
Oh,
Big time. Really tight.
Man, that's actually that'll move Aaron Smith up into the 6th position. And another guy again falling back here. But as we look, just want to check this one more time. Yeah. See, last lap, Tom was 2/10 faster.
Yeah.
Closed
Yeah,
in by
he's
2/10.
definitely closing.
Yeah. 1.9 seconds is the gap, just about 2 seconds roughly, between these two drivers. Let's see what it is this time, completing lap 47. Yep, that lap Tom was just under a tenth faster.
Yep, definitely clicking away. Really good lap times here. Kanan on Quentin Warman, who has led this whole race so far, 48
Yeah.
laps in.
Yep, doing a good job holding on to the lead so far, but he's got Tom Mercier coming up quick. And you got to wonder, if Tom can get to him and get that lead, is he going to be able to drive away?
Yep.
I mean, it's because he is showing great pace right now. You just got to wonder if that pace is going to continue throughout the rest of the race.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's hard to keep the tires on here, as you see. I mean, you saw guys that were pushing it really early, really struggling now, especially guys like James Miller, Cole Freilich. I mean, they're really falling through the field right now. And it's just, how do you get that car to be fast on the short run and fast on the long run? And we're seeing that right now with a couple guys.
Right. You can see about half a straightaway, I'd say, is the gap between Quentin Warman and Tom Mercier. As we come to complete lap 50, just a quarter of the way through now. Here at Dover, 50 laps complete, 150 to go.
Just trying to look for any battles on the racetrack right now. The closest battle right now looks like for... Oh, we got a
have
yellow.
caution.
On the front stretch. Oh, we got one upside down. Another one, Hayes. Thomas Sewell.
Oh. Let's, I believe he is. Yeah, he's brought it to pit road, but let's go to the replay here.
Man.
You said he was upside down. Let's,
Yeah, what a ride here. Two cautions in a row now.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right, let's go to the replay and take a look at this. See, he's just, oh yeah, you can already tell that car is pushing really tight off the corner, slams the outside wall, and immediately car shoots up and gets sideways on him, so that sends him right back into the outside wall. And oh man, that's enough to throw his car on its roof. And actually, Isaiah McLean gets hit by James Mahone hard into the inside.
Yeah. Man.
And you can see at that point, Thomas Sewell is just sliding down the racetrack. Wow.
That was a big hit there, and just how it just launches the car upside down like that was pretty wild there.
Yeah, that's 2 flips so far. Let's take
Pit
a
stops
look
are
here.
happening too right now.
Let's ride on board with Thomas Sewell.
Oh yeah,
And,
this ought to be a ride.
Kind of see what he saw. Let's go on the roll bar view here and watch this in real time.
Gonna watch that bar get damaged.
See, he lifted just before he hit the wall. He knew he was pushing. Wow. You can see it just cuts out. So he's going to try to get that car repaired.
Yeah.
Going to be tough to do. But third caution of the race comes out.
Yep.
wanna
And
see if
pit
we-
stops
Wanna
did
see if
happen on
we,
that yellow flag. Yeah, who'd you like
yeah.
to talk to?
Let's see if we can get a word in with Tom.
All right, you got him.
Hey Tom, it's Hayes and Jared up in the booth. You got a copy?
Uh-oh.
Hey Tom, it's Hayes and Jared up in the booth. You got a copy?
I don't think he's got a copy.
I don't think so either. Alright, well, we'll try.
He doesn't
somebody-
like to.
Yeah, we'll try somebody else here.
Yeah, we still have the lights on, so who would you
Yeah.
like to?
Let's talk to Tony.
There you go.
Hey Tony, it's Hayes and Jared up in the booth. You got a copy.
10-4.
All right, man. So currently running in third after starting fourth so far. Seemed to be showing good pace, but Tom was able to get by you there once we started to get into a bit of a longer run there. So, how would you say your car is handling so far?
That's pretty good. I just used up my tires trying to get around Howie, so my tires fell off a little earlier, and Tom, I'm sure, was saving a lot harder, so he got by me. And I did clip the wall a little bit, so I have 11 seconds of damage right now. It feels pretty good. If I keep it out of the wall and don't race too hard, I think I can stay top 3, have a shot at winning tonight.
It sounds good, man. So, what would you say, with how the cautions have fallen so far, if they continue to fall the way they are, what would you say you need to do to really bring it home?
It all depends on if they fall. You have to. I don't know. You just gotta play them as they go. You gotta try to save the best you can. If you know that there's a short run coming, then I think you can run a little harder to start off. Otherwise, you just gotta try to keep your tires under you.
All right, man. Well, thank you for your time. We'll let you get back to the other drivers and continue throughout the rest of this race, man. Good luck.
Sure thing. Have fun watching, guys.
All right, that was a quick word there with Tony Hillbrands, driver of the number 92 machine. And we're gonna get back going here. We'll see if Tom can continue his pace and get to the lead. And there goes Quentin, but Tom is able to get going as well. Not let him get a very big jump.
Definitely did not get the same jump as last time, for sure. Not even close.
Yeah, for sure. Tom was able to maintain a fairly small gap between the two. Now he's going to try to run him down and get that lead. Oh, and he throws it into the corner.
Man, he
wow.
is really driving that thing in there. Holy cow.
He is. He actually kind of made it stick. That's the crazy thing. Man, you can see how hard he's driving it into these corners, man. I mean, it's crazy. And he's keeping it, keeping the pace up through the corner as well.
Yeah, Quentin really hasn't felt this much pressure all race so far. 57 laps in now. Race for the lead here down the front stretch. Tom Mercier putting a lot of pressure here on Quentin Warman.
Yep, he's going to throw it into the corner again. Back it up through the middle, arc it down, get a good run off. He may have a shot here. He's going to try to take a peek to the inside. Actually runs up high, enters the corner high, and again going to try to arc it back down low to see if he can't get the run.
We might have a shot here.
Yep,
looking to the inside.
Going to the inside. He's going to try to throw it in. And I think he's got him right here.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he does. Tom Mercier taking the lead on lap 59.
Making me look smart right there when I said when he called his shot. There we go. Taking the lead for the first time today. We have a lead change. Tom Mercier to the lead of this race here at Dover.
And like you said, didn't you? You said Tom told you he was going to win this race today, and he's showing great pace, leading it now. Tell you what, as long as he keeps it up, it's possible.
Yeah, and Quentin's got to wonder, what do I got to do? I mean, I thought I was leading this race. I dominated, and all of a sudden, here comes the 68 car. Even on the short run, running really fast. And we know how fast Tom was on the long run there. So this is a pretty impressive pace here on this restart here.
Right, Tom definitely seems to have that car dialed in. So he's going to try to pull away now. Already built up a half a second lead. I'll tell you what, he's just continuing already. I mean, just built the gap up to 0.6 of a second that time. And let's actually see. It was 0.6 of a second that last lap. I want to see what the gap is next lap. So we can kind of compare, how much he's able to pull away per lap. So coming by the start-finish line this time. Last time it was exactly 0.6 of a second. This time it's 0.8 of a second. He pulled away by 0.2 that last lap.
Yeah, definitely flying right now. And you got to wonder if Quentin's seen him drive away, and maybe he's trying to save tire a little bit, but we'll see if Tom can continue this pace. It'll be really hard to continue that pace running this fast throughout the whole run, but we'll see if he can do it.
I don't know, man. I think he might be able to, but we'll just have to see how it goes throughout the rest of this race. But now look at Aaron Smith. He's moved up to the 4th position.
Yes.
And now, and right behind him, Howie Briss is going to get by Nicholas Lavelle, forcing him up the track a little bit. But it's going to work as he gets into the 5th position. Aaron Smith trying to get to the back bumper of Tony Hilbrand, see if he can't get inside the top 3. While Tony's also trying to work on Quentin Warman.
Everybody else single file right now. Tony Hilbrand's trying to get that 2nd spot up here. He's close, but just doesn't have quite the run off the corner like Tom has been having. Quentin Warman hangs on to 2nd.
Yep, coming to complete lap 65 here. 65 complete, 135 to go. Now let's take a look here a little further back. Sean Williams trying to get up into this mix.
Yep.
About 7
Yeah, 7th place.
Yeah, about 7/10 behind Nicholas Lavelle, looking to become a part of this battle throughout the top 6. And let's take a look here. Yeah, James Miller is actually.
Yeah, he's really struggling. He's back here in, 13th, racing with Sam Rice back here. They're side by side, actually, right now.
Yeah, he's going to power it into the inside and clear Sam for that 12th position. But
James
yeah,
really struggling, it looks like, right now. I mean, he just made the pass, but we're used to seeing him run up front. And, yeah, back here in 12th, we just don't see that too much so far this season from James Miller. So definitely just doesn't really have the handle on Dover, it looks like, here so far.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, really just doesn't seem to have the same pace that these guys do up here. He's going to try to get that thing figured out as the race goes on. And just kind of running through the field here. Yeah, Tom has actually his lead has actually closed a little bit. The gap has closed to about a second. Last time I checked, it was 1.2 seconds.
Yep, 3rd place. Howie Briss just passed Tony Hilbrand's. Moving him up to 3rd.
And now he's going to see if he can't run down Quentin Warman here. Yeah,
yes,
actually,
I think that lead might be closing just a little bit now. Yeah, under a second again.
but it actually does build back up down through the middle of the corner, but Quentin's able to close on exit. Tom does seem to have the pace, though, on entry and through the middle. But, yeah, I think Quentin is actually starting to find that pace again. But Howie Briss has actually closed in on Quentin as well, so see if he's got something for him to get to that 2nd position.
Yeah, he definitely does. Actually has a really good run there through 1 and 2. Right all over the back bumper of Quentin here. And they are starting to catch Tom really quickly. Holy cow, I'm not sure what happened there. Tom must have had a really bad lap there. They just caught him in 1 lap.
Yeah, they really did. I mean, Tom couldn't tell you what happened.
Yeah, he just had a bad lap as they go by the slow car Michael Keeley down there. I'm not really sure why he's 15 laps down back there, but anyway, yeah, the battle for the lead definitely tightening up now. I think Tom might be paying the price for how hard he was driving to those first 10, 15 laps.
I think you might be right. That definitely comes back to bite you on the long run. So now Quentin Warman, they were able to fall back and save a little bit, and now it's paying off for them as they are really catching Tom quickly. So kind of begin lap 75.
No, and actually, Michael Keithley just took it behind the wall. So now we got looks like, yeah, we got 17 cars still on the lead lap and on track here out of the 24 that have started. And, you know, we've seen a couple big crashes and guys having trouble here early on. So we got 17 cars remaining out there, and Right now, everybody kind of single file.
Yeah, it really it's kind of starting to calm down here, it seems. These drivers, getting close to the halfway point, they're just kind of trying to settle in, trying to find a rhythm to maintain pace and keep their cars clean as the race goes on. But definitely probably going to amp up again once we get past, I'd say, the lap 150 mark.
Yeah, for sure. It always does at the end of these races.
Yeah, you can see Quentin has actually, I'd say, he got within about 3/10 of Tom and then kind of stalled out. But he's starting to close back in again. He fell back a little bit, but now trying to see if he can close that gap once again. But Tom actually gets sideways there off of turn 2. And that allows Quentin to close in just a little bit more.
Oh yeah, got a really good run there.
Yeah,
This time. He's got to run this time. He's going to the inside here. Side by side, going to the inside for the lead.
I think he's just going to be able to scoot on by him here. Well, no, Tom's trying to fight him on the top.
Hanging tough on that outside line. It's going to be really hard, though, especially with Quentin now looking like he's got a better long-run pace, at least on this run, as Quentin will retake the lead here.
And they're coming up on the number 64 of Thomas Sewell. He's going to fall down to the bottom lane and let him go on by.
Yeah, and how about that? We saw that car upside down just a few laps ago.
Yeah.
Now he's back on track. Yeah, really, this top 6 are pretty close, pretty evenly matched here on this run, all within about a second and a half. And then behind these guys, we haven't talked about him tonight. Scott Shire having a solid run in 7th. Just trying to catch this, I guess, kind of pack of 6 or so. You got Cole Freilich, Sean Williams, and Charles Jurek running out your top 10.
Yeah, Charles Jurek actually started in 14th and currently running in the 10th position, so good job by him. Running consistent here.
Yep.
And you can see back up here, actually Tom's still trying to fight Quentin Warman there from about 2/10 back, not wanting to give that lead up, but I just don't think he's going to be able to hold on.
Yeah, they're kind of starting to gap now. Howie Briss, Tony Hillbrands, these front two just a little bit. About 0.8, 1 second there on the 3rd and 4th. Closing in on halfway here, getting there, about 16 laps away.
Yep, we are getting close, and can actually see Sean Williams getting close here to Cole Freilich, looking to get by him for that 8th position, which is actually where Sean started.
Yep.
So trying to get back up there. He's got a lane open, gonna take the inside. And Cole is really tight there off the corner. Almost
no
hits
problem
the wall.
there.
Might lose the 9th spot as well, yeah.
Yeah, Charles looking to the inside now. Oh, man. Getting tight there. Has to lift, though. It's so tight they're coming off the corner.
Oh, and actually, see behind him, James Miller hit the wall there coming off of turn 2.
Yeah, man, it is definitely a surprise seeing James struggle this much here tonight. Outside the top 10 after last week, absolutely dominating, putting on a clinic out there, and today just Miles the Monster, I guess, not being friendly to old James Miller here tonight.
It really isn't. I mean, he is just really struggling right now. And see up here, Tony Hillbrands now. Oh, Aaron Smith slams
hard in the wall. I think that car is broke.
Oh, for sure.
That was a big hit.
Thought he was going to go spinning there, but he was able to keep the car straight. He is going to lose a lot of time for that, though.
And that was a major hit. He pulls to the inside. He might be coming down pit road here. I mean, that he might have killed the suspension on that thing. That was a major hit there off the corner, man. Really tight.
Let's go take a look at that in a replay. And actually pay attention to that hit. So you can see
he
here
was
coming through 3 and 4.
He was tank slapping it on the whole front stretch too.
Yeah. So let's zoom in a little bit here. Yeah, you can see he's already pushing. And at this point, there's nothing he can do. He slams the outside wall. And right here, I thought he was actually going to go spinning.
Yeah.
And good job by Nicholas Lavelle missing him. And then, yeah, just, man. The wall just...
Tough break for Aaron Smith. You know, he's kind of had a lot of, not as good as run. He started off the season really strong, winning some races and everything. But now lately, it's just he's had a lot of issues been going on. And, really losing a lot of points here again tonight, too, with that big hit.
Right, definitely not the night that Aaron Smith wanted. And now you can see back up here, Tom Mercier now starting to fall off. But not really falling back as much as I thought he would. He's still able to maintain pace and stay in second, roughly half a second back. And then back here, you can see behind him, if Howie Briss and Tony Hilbrandt's still battling for the 3rd position.
Yeah, Aaron Smith, he takes it behind the wall. Done for the day. After that big hit on the front stretch, he will finish way back in the 16th position unless some of the guys out on track that are trying to get some laps in that have already had trouble pass him.
Yeah, you can see Tony really driving that thing hard, trying to get by Howie. Just can't seem to do it yet. And further back here... Further back here, you can see James Miller has actually moved his way up to the 9th position now, trying to challenge Cole Freilich for 8th.
Yeah, car looking a little better here now on the longer run. Looks like he's going forward at least, passing a couple cars, just past Charles. Looking to get Cole here. Oh man, really loose off the corner there. Got a couple lap cars, actually. The leaders are starting to come up on. James Coulibaly, Daniel Mosteller, right in front of the leader, Quentin Warman. They're 15th and 14th.
Yep, let's go up here. Yeah, you can see them. We'll see if they get in the way at all, or will they stay out of the way. Daniel Mosteller going to stay high. And this actually allows Tom to close in a little bit. But James Coulibaly should stay out of the way here. Yeah, he stays high. And Quentin's going to be able to get by no problem. Same for Tom, I believe. And, yep, should be okay.
Yeah, and Tom Mercier is not letting Quentin get away now. He kind of lost that lead, but he's staying within that half a second gap or so. Not really losing as much time, but he did lose the lead. It's going to be kind of hard to get that back, but we'll see if he can run him back down. Coming up on halfway now, a couple laps away from it. And this battle for 3rd isn't stopping either. Tony Hilbrandt's trying so hard to get by Howie Briss, just can't make it quite happen.
Yeah, he's there. He just can't get the move done at the moment. Now James Miller, he was able to get to the 8th position. Now he's going to see if he can run down Sean Williams.
Yeah, that car is definitely a lot better right now. He figured something out for sure.
Yeah. Which is definitely good for James. Really needs these points, wants another good run after that win last week.
Yeah, cut into that point lead last week, but now with Quentin leading all these laps and being up front,
and you just mentioned Tom being able to stay within half a second. He's right there behind Quentin again.
Yeah,
make that a tenth and a half.
Yeah, he's definitely closed the gap for sure. All over the back bumper here, coming to halfway. You know, Tom really was fast in that short run, kind of fell off in the middle of the run, but now in this really long run we're getting here, he is definitely showing the pace he had at the beginning of the race, and he is got a shot here. He's faster than 7 now.
And we have reached the halfway point. 100 laps complete, 100 remain. So and now, yeah, Tom, we're kind of in the long run now, so tires seem to be really kicking in for both drivers, but Tom is starting to pick up the pace again, it seems. We'll see if he can get that lead back.
I tell you what, if we stay green here, this is probably, I would say, the hardest pit road to get on under green. This pit road is in the middle of the corner, and you're going really, really fast in these corners, trying to get on that flat apron. If we have to make green flag pit stops, that's definitely going to be the difference here tonight, because that is a very, very tough pit road entry. Oh, Tom hits the apron a little bit there, racing Quentin there for the lead. Loses a little bit of time.
Right, there's something I've noticed in the past several league races that I've been in, and that's, you know, pit stops, whether they be under caution or under green, can mean everything.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been in multiple situations recently where I've been the leader, and I've lost the lead under caution on pit road, and even if I restarted second, I just haven't been able to get the lead back, and I lost the race because of it. So pit stops can mean the difference between winning and losing for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely makes a difference here. And like I said, this place here, if we stay green, wait till you stay. I mean, this is a very, very tough pit road under green especially. I mean, there's been so many accidents that have happened of people missing pit road or having issues there.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely one of the tougher pit roads on the NASCAR circuit for sure. And you can see Tom with the run here. Oh, he gets sideways, drifting that car off the corner. He had a run there. He tried taking the peak to the inside, but thing got really loose on him.
Yeah, they've pulled away from the third place battle, which just ended. Tony Hilbrands did get by Howie Briss finally after all those laps trying to get by him. So, actually, I believe... Oh, wow, Howie Briss is really falling back big time right now. Just lost spots to Nicholas Lavelle, and Scott Shire has worked his way to the top 5 here on this long run.
Yeah, Scott Shire showing some decent pace as well.
Oh, Howie's pitting and Nicholas Lavelle, so let's see how these guys get on pit road.
And there goes Tony Hilbrands as well coming to pit road.
Looks like they're all going to get on there pretty well. Nice. Good job.
Same for Sean Williams as well. Patrick Colby. Oh, I believe he might have already been on pit road. Actually, no. Now up here with the leaders, we'll wait and see. Oh, Daniel Mosteller, I believe.
You can see that. Look at the fresh tires on the 87. Holy cow.
And the thing is, you know, if you're in Tom's situation, you know pit stops are coming up. But you want to get that lead back. You be patient, you know, wait for the next run to come to try to get it back, or you try to get it back now.
Coming, and I'm not sure that those guys that have already pitted, I don't know if they can make it on gas. I mean, it's going to be close. For sure, but yeah, these tires wearing out big time. That's kind of why everybody's pitting. If you guys are familiar with iRacing, they give you the numbers on your right front and stuff, the percent that you used, and I'm reading in the chat that Howie's right front was at 9% on that run. So, and we got a battle for the lead, actually. Tom Mercier looking to the inside.
Tom was able to get a good run to the inside of Quentin, and it might be enough to take the lead back. He drives it hard there down to the inside, but they got guys coming up with on fresher tires.
Oh, look out. Here comes Howie Briss on the fresh tires, Nicholas Lavelle, all of them.
Yeah, I think.
And these guys are just in the way, so they got to get up high. They're trying to race for the lead at the same time.
Oh, this is actually Tom's opportunity.
Quentin.
Oh, Quentin hard into the outside wall. Quentin went up high.
No.
Quentin went up high, and the car really pushed on him. Now he's got some damage to the right side.
That's going to be the difference right there if this stays green right there.
I think you're right.
Yeah, Quentin's got to come down pit road now.
Yeah, that's heavy contact with the right front of that car. And
Yeah,
that
here he comes.
really, man, here he goes to pit road. Tom continuing to stay out.
Holy cow. 3 wide around Tom on the inside, outside. They're all going all over the place trying to get by these slower cars on the old tires.
I tell you what, that's definitely going to benefit Tom, because Quentin was his main competitor, and now
Yeah, that was a big hit for Quentin. Yeah, he's going to have to take the time to fix that, and you just can't do that under green flag.
right,
So
that might be it for Quentin.
he's going to be off if this stays green, for sure.
Yeah. So let's see here. It's these oh, there's a caution,
Oh!
and it was
Who is
right
it?
as Quentin went a lap down. I believe it was Garrett Mitchell. That's what it
Oh!
says.
Wait till we see this replay. Yes, Garrett Mitchell, a massive,
Oh, wow.
massive crash coming off turn 2.
Let's go to the replay, and it came out just after Quentin Mormon went a lap down.
Yeah, this is during green flag pit stops. This is really going to jump up the field, trap a lot of guys a lap down. Let's see this wreck, though.
Looks like he may have just gotten loose. I
And wait
think.
till you see this overcorrect.
Yeah, you can see him getting loose here off the corner. And he's immediately hooking that wheel. Oh, man, and yeah, you
Yeah,
can
just
see.
a hard,
Oh, man.
hard hook to the
Hard
outside
hit
wall.
with the outside wall, yeah. And then comes back down, hits the inside wall. Oh.
Yeah, I think this caution flag now, though, really has played into the hands for sure for Tom now. Hayes, as of right now, we only got 3 cars on the lead lap.
Yeah. And they're all headed down pit road. This trapped multiple guys lap down. You can see James Colaboli, I think, was the first one.
Yeah, and he hadn't pit
Lap.
yet, so that caution came out actually pretty good timing for Colabelli there.
Right, but I believe these other guys, since they're staying out, they've already come down pit road, they should be able to get the wave around. I believe. And I don't know if Quentin Warman is included in that. Yes, actually, he is. But Tom Mercier will be your leader.
Yeah, definitely going to hang on to the lead for sure. And all these guys are going to take, about everybody that pitted under the green flag is going to take a wave around here. So we're going to have a lot of wave around cars. But they're not going to be, I mean, they just pitted though, but they're still going to be on a slight disadvantage to Tom because he's got the absolute fresh tires now. Him and, who was it? Scott Shire and James Miller, the only 3 cars that are able to pit there on the lead lap.
Right, yeah, and I imagine that probably wasn't the caution that Tom Mercier wanted to see, but at the same time it could benefit him. So it's just we can see here. This might be 1 to green. I'm not sure.
I think we got one more, but everybody's going to be taking a wave when they get this
Right.
this next lap in here, and it's everybody. It's everybody in front of Tom right now. Gonna take a wave here.
This actually benefited James Miller. He's gonna restart in 3rd now.
Yeah, that was a big break for him. He's gonna have a lot of track position. Same with Scott Shire. He's gonna restart this race in 2nd.
Yeah, definitely a big break for a lot of these guys. So, see how this is able to shake up the race. Gonna restart with 82 laps to go, I believe, which is not a very long way at this track.
Yeah, no, not at all. And we're gonna, a lot of wave arounds here. So when these guys take the wave, it looks like we're gonna have about 9 on the lead lap. Quentin Warman, Sean Williams, Nicholas Lavelle, Tony Hillbrands, Howie Briss are all gonna get back on the lead lap here with this wave. And then I believe Patrick Colby, Daniel Mosteller, Sam Rice, Cole Freilich, Charles Jurek, they're all going to get 1 of their 2 laps down. They were down, so we'll get at least 1 of them back. And here they all go.
Yeah, and Quentin Warman's going to be able to get the wave as well.
Yes.
And Tom, I think, was going to follow him.
Yeah, but and we saw Quentin with that major contact on the outside wall too. So I wonder if he took the time to
Right.
fix that damage here on this caution flag, and we'll see if that car still got the speed it's had all day. But that was a pretty big hit, so I'm not sure if he'll still have that speed.
Yeah, it really just depends. And even if he does, I mean, he's going to be stuck, at the
Yeah.
back of the field. So that's going to be a lot of ground to make up, and especially if we don't get any more cautions, it's going to be tough to make up in 82 laps.
Well, coming to the restart here.
Yep, gonna have 82 laps remaining here for Tom Mercier. James
And
Miller
look at
in
this
third
field.
there. Oh yeah, they're still trying to get stacked up here. And gonna wait on Tom to fire off. And there he goes. He's gonna wait for the green flag. He's gonna get back going here. James Miller immediately gonna try to get to second.
Yeah, like you said, what a break for James Miller. He needed that caution flag. He's probably the guy that's going to benefit the most for sure, as he takes second place away from Scott Shire on this restart. And how about James Colebelly in fourth place right now in this race?
Yeah, James was another guy that benefited from that yellow
Yeah,
flag.
Definitely.
Now running inside the top 5. And now Tom's going to try. Oh, James Miller gets loose.
Oh, what a save.
Wow.
Nice save there by James Miller.
I'll tell you what, he's going to lose some ground, but he was able to save that car. Let's actually look at that if we can on a replay.
Yeah, that was a great save.
Yeah, it was. Gonna have to look at that close up here. See, he tries to get a run off the corner, closes in, and then the car just jumps out from under him. And I thought right here he was going to go spinning. Oh,
Yeah,
man,
I mean, he
good
What
job
an
saving that car.
incredible drive there.
Yeah, for sure. Actually tags the outside wall just a little bit, but definitely could have been worse. Good job saving that car. Let's take a look here. Quentin Warman up into the 7th position.
Yeah, 7th.
I
And
wanna
trying to
see-
gain that lost ground.
Trying to see if I can maybe get a look at that front end or that right side. I just don't think I'm going to be able to.
Yeah, I've been trying to look at it. It doesn't look terrible, but I don't know, just any type of damage, it kind of really
Right.
makes you not have a chance for the win anymore. But you never know. I mean, he might have got it all fixed up, and he could be okay now.
Yeah, we just have to see. Definitely doesn't look slow at all. So,
Yeah, in fact, he's catching all the guys he's racing. Howie Briss, Tony Hillbrand's right in front of him. That's 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th right there.
right.
And he's
So
there he
see, and
goes.
there he goes to the inside of Howie Briss. He is on a mission now to try to get back to the front. Again, having to fight a loose car, but further up here, Tom Mercier has built up about a second gap between himself and James Miller, who is in second. Oh, we actually have somebody
Ooh,
back
man.
here.
Charles Jurek really
Jurek.
loose. Now he's going to have a really bad angle into the corner.
I believe he is
Hangs
one of the
on to it.
guys. Yeah, one of the guys who is a lap down. Quentin
Yes,
Warman's,
he is.
Quentin Warman's still trying to battle Tony Hillbrands to get back inside the top 5.
And then right now, if the caution flag were to fly, Cole Freilich is in that lucky dog position in 10th place, 1 lap down. Cole Freilich. And I am really impressed with James Colebelly hanging on to this track position in 4th. We've kind of seen him today struggle, almost going a lap down a bunch of times. And now that he's got the track position, he has held on to it in 4th. Good run for him
Yeah,
here.
he really has. Definitely doing a good job hanging on there inside the top 5. Wouldn't that be a good run for James? If he's
Oh,
able to
yes,
bring
that
home
would
good
be. A
finish
top
like
5,
that?
he would absolutely love that.
Yeah, for sure. And now, Tom has actually, the gap is starting to close. About 0.6 of a second now between him and James Miller.
Yeah, and how about James Miller? I mean, we have honestly seen him really struggle tonight. And now he caught a break. He got a caution right at the perfect time for him, his race. And he's running pretty decent lap times. In fact, faster than Tom Mercier that last lap by about a tenth and a half. James Miller on the move right here.
Yeah, he seems to be, car seems to be settling back in. So he's starting to find that pace once again here, it seems, which would definitely be good for him if he can, you know, come back from struggling throughout the race to bringing home a good finish. He's got about 70 laps to go, so we'll see if he's able to hang on and get that good result. Scott Shire just behind him,
Yeah.
in third after starting sixth as well.
Yeah, that was another guy. I think James Miller, maybe number 1, number 2, Scott Shire, James Colabelli, them guys, really, that caution changed their race, putting them up here in the top 3 and 4. Scott Shire was kind of running up there in about 5th, but still, that was a perfect time caution for him to now have a chance to really go after, maybe for this win here tonight. So right there in third, having a good run.
Yep, doing a good job hanging on to it as well. Quentin Warman, we saw a little further back from that camera angle, took a peek to the inside of Tony Hilbranch, just couldn't complete
Oh, Cole
Oh.
Freilich hard in the inside
Oh,
wall.
man.
That was a
Actually,
big hit.
Might have collected some others. No, it's just
Man, I
himself,
tell you,
but- oh,
he
man.
hit that outside wall really hard, and then he hit the inside wall even harder.
Let's go to the replay here and see if we
Oh,
can't figure out
man.
how this happened. In the lucky dog position as well.
Yeah, that was a big hit. And then I think, unfortunately, we'll have to see the replay, but I think James Colabelli may have got a piece of it as well.
Yeah, I think you're right, because this was right ahead of him. So let's see what happened here. He was actually getting lapped by James, but he was already a lap down. And I don't know what happened. The thing just pushed. Again,
really
off
did.
the
Really
corner.
bad.
Really bad, yeah. Oh my gosh, actually goes up on his side.
Yeah.
Lands back
And then
down.
he-
Oh yeah, gets hit by James.
And then watch
Oh,
this hit
man.
inside wall.
Right here, I thought he was going to come back up and hit somebody.
I think he does. Let's keep watching here.
Oh,
I think
Sean.
Williams
Oh,
maybe get a piece
man.
of it here. Wow, Howie Brisk,
Oh.
Quentin Warman just get by. Nicholas Lavelle gets just by, but Sean Williams, oh my goodness. Yeah, that's big time damage for Sean.
That's actually right on board with Sean Williams.
Oh man, tough break.
Let's right on board with Sean here and see what he saw, because he just, from what I see, he just had nowhere to go in this situation.
Yeah, he
see
really
what-
did.
Let's take a look at what Sean saw. So you can see this is right up ahead of him. He sees it happen and stays up top and just, yeah, he tries getting on the brakes, just nowhere to go. Man. So now he's going to have to try to get that damage repaired and continue throughout the race. Actually, Quentin Warman decided to pit under that caution.
Yeah. That I mean, it depends on how many tires these guys have left, but that was about 10 laps. That might be a good call, actually. Not many cars on the lead lap. Tom did stay out. I think that's really Quentin's best chance right there to maybe get back up there. That was a good call, I think.
Right, and he's actually having to repair some damage. It looks like he does still have more damage to that car. Hopefully he doesn't go a lap down here. You can see there's the field exiting the corner. And yeah, there he goes. So I'm not sure if that's all of his damage repaired, or if he's still got more that needs to be repaired, but that is more ground that he will have to make up. Let's see if we can get a word in with James Miller.
Yeah, definitely. I'm curious to see like how he's really changed his driving here, and
Well, actually, it's your turn to
oh,
talk
he
to a
is
driver,
he's
so-
not in the Discord. So.
Okay, well, you can pick somebody since it's your turn.
All right. Let's see here. We'll get James up here. James Colabelli.
Alright.
James Colabelli, it's Jared Darling in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, what's up, booth guys?
Hey, how you doing? Looks like you caught a break with that caution flag. Now you're up here in the top 5. With some pretty good pace up here. How's the car feeling to you? And obviously that caution flag really helped your race. And can you finish up here in the top 5? Running good in that last run there, man.
No, I got some fast guys in the league behind me, 92, 97, and 10. But it's a little loose off the corner, so you just gotta keep your eye, keep on your toes when you're exiting the corner. But otherwise, its drives really good on center off.
Yeah, definitely doing a good job catching that caution flag. You're going back green already here, so these cautions go back really quick. Restarting in 4th, James. Keep it up. You're doing good, and hopefully you can finish up here in the top 5. Good luck, man.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
All right.
All right, quick word there with James Colabelli, driver the number 12.
Yeah, he knows he's got some fast people behind him, and he does. I mean, he's got Tony Hillbrands, Howie Briss, Lavelle, Quentin Warman. Yeah, a lot of fast, hungry guys trying to get back up towards, Tom Mercier here and go for this win. As we're going green here, lights are out on the pace car.
Yep, going to be 64 laps to go this time by. I'll see, because I'm sure he took tires. We'll see what Quentin Warman's able to do. Going to restart in 8th.
Yeah, I think Tom's going to want to wish he maybe got tires there, but we'll see how this plays out here. Here we go.
And there goes the pace truck off onto pit road. When does Tom go? He might be waiting for the green flag to display. And he gets going just before it comes out. Gets a decent jump there, but so does James Miller.
Oh, man, I thought Quentin was going to make it 3 wide back behind these guys. That was close.
Yeah, it was. Now James Colabelli going to try to hang on there on the top. Oh, and he gets into Tony Hilbrand.
Trouble! Oh, and Quentin's involved.
Oh, man.
And I think that might do it there.
That's going to be it for Quentin Warman.
You hate to see that for him. I mean, he had such good speed here tonight, and you saw it live right there. James Colabelli, I just interviewed him too. Gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You keep cursing people, Jared.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, heavy damage to the front end of that car. All right, well, let's go to the replay and take a look at everything that caused this. And that's going to end Quentin Warman's night, I think.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, he's done. Tony might be able to fix his damage, but heavy contact there for Quentin.
Let's take a look here at Tony Hillbrand. You can see he's on the inside of James Colabelli, and see James is trying to get a run, and I think James, there was some netcode involved, I believe. James kind of hooks Tony. Tony shoots down the track into Quentin. Quentin's going to the bottom. He just has nowhere to go. Hard into the inside wall. Tony goes for a spin as well. Man. Let's see if we can try to see if we can't look at that from a different point of view. Don't know. Let's rewind here a little bit more and see. Maybe the nose view of James Colabelli. No.
Yeah, and poor Quentin there. He just had absolutely nowhere to go.
This might be a good view. Let's take a look here. If we can see. Yeah, it just looks like Tony does drift up a little bit, but James, I think that might have just been a racing deal. Both drivers drifting up and down.
Yeah, it might have been a little bit more of James maybe come down just slightly, but and then and Quentin again, nowhere to go. I mean, he did nothing he could have done there.
I think
Absolutely
it's for sure
nothing.
that Quentin was the innocent bystander in that situation.
Yes. Well, like I said, I think that probably is going to take him out of this race, as yes, he is now sitting on pit road, lap down now. And I tell you what, this is could be a big points day for James Miller now.
Right.
This is kind of falling into his hands. He might not have the car to win it. We've seen Tom obviously probably have the dominant car here tonight. him and Quentin Warman for sure. But James Miller, if he can finish up here in this top 3-5 with Quentin Warman's problems, we could actually have a new point leader by the end of this race.
That is true. And, I mean, this has definitely benefited James Miller and Tom Mercier the most. I mean, both, James looking for points and Tom, looking to get a win. And, I mean, this is really, with Quentin pretty much out of the picture, this definitely opens the door wide open for Tom.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've seen maybe some good speed at the short run from Howie Briss. He might have a shot here with some short runs. But, yeah, Tom Mercier, this is really, really looking like his race. And kind of talked about earlier, he kind of called it. And with Quentin Warman out of this race. But we'll see. You never know. There's might be a little bit of a tire advantage because Tom has stayed out here and some guys in the back have taken tires.
So let's see, unless it's 1 to green here. I think it might be.
Yeah, 1 to
yes,
green.
it is. So we're going to go back green this time by with 59 laps to go. And how about James Colaball? Still there in.
Still there. I mean,
the
yeah,
third
it comes
position.
direct.
But
Yeah, we're running out of cars though, Hayes. I mean, we got 9 on the
Yeah.
lead lap, and now with Quentin's problems, I think we only got about, and Cole Freilich took it behind the wall. We only got about 12 cars out
Yeah.
here within a lap down or so.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
thinning out the
Tony
field here.
Hillbrands is having issues too. He's actually backwards on pit road right now, so
Oh, wow.
I'm not sure what's going on there. But
Let's actually take a look at this. Oh yeah, he is. I'm not sure what's going. Could not tell you what's going on with Tony's car right now.
he must be have required damage as well. So another guy. Man.
Maybe some problem with the suspension on that car.
Yeah, I think there might be some suspension problem.
Anyway, we can go back here with the leaders. 59 laps to go. Tom Mercier gets the jump. Green flag. Actually, I say that. James Miller, I think, got a better jump.
Yeah, wow, what a start. Actually, on the outside, can he pinch him down and take this lead? And he's going to get tight there, I think, though.
Yeah, the car did push there coming off of turn 2. He's going to try again here in 3 and 4. He drives it hard there on the outside.
Looking good. James Miller on the outside trying to get a lap lead here. I think he'll get it right here. Yes, he will.
Yep, he will, but Tom's going to try here on the inside, but James is going to clear him.
Wow.
Man, I tell you what. James Miller taking the lead for the first time today, trying to go back-to-back after getting the win last week, but Tom wants his first win, man. He's not going to give up on this just yet, but he is, you can tell, he's fighting the handling of that race car.
Yeah, I talked about Howie Briss being really good on these fresh tires. He's showing right here, looking to the inside for second. Howie Briss going to easily take that second place from Tom.
Now here comes Sean Williams up in the mix in the 4th position, looking to get by Tom as well.
Yeah, how about Sean Williams? He was just involved in a crash. I think that was the Cole Freilich crash. And Howie Briss looking for the lead here.
Here he comes. Howie Briss, another guy looking to get his first win of the season.
Yes.
He's going to clear James Miller for the lead.
Nicely done, Howie Briss, new leader.
Yeah, I tell you what, things are getting amped up now, man. Coming up, it's about 55 laps to go. A lot of these guys we've seen running inside the top 5, top 10 all day are really showing up now. Oh, James Miller again, loose off the corner. That's going to open the door for Tom Mercier again. Going to take a peek to the inside. And
but I think
he
he's
might
gonna
be able to clear him here. Oh, no, he gets tight there.
Yeah, I think I'm right, but I think Howie Briss may have a little bit fresher tires than everybody right now, especially Tom. I think he pitted on one of them yellow flags, and he is gone. Look at Howie Briss pulling away.
Tom going to be able to get back up to second. He drives it in hard there into turn number 3. Actually,
he missed the corner, though.
Oh, man, he's pushing hard there. You're going to have to really check out to not hit the wall. Good job.
Wow.
Definitely did a good job there staying off the wall, but he's going to lose some ground for that. These guys really getting stacked up now further back here. Meanwhile, you have Sean Williams and Nicholas Lavelle getting clear in 2nd and 3rd. Howie Briss now 1.2 seconds ahead of these guys.
Yeah, how about Howie Brish showing the speed right now? You know he wants to win really bad. He's been so close all year, all season long. But Sean Williams in second
Yeah.
place. I talked to him also before the race, and he was talking to both of us actually, and he was just kind of like, I don't like Dover, probably going to run around. And here he's in second place now with just about 50 laps to go in this race.
The thing is, I think, Sean should be a good example of this. That just goes to show. You can be involved in a wreck, but if
Yeah.
it's early on, you can still be back up. You can get your damage repaired, get back up there later
Sure.
in the race. Because we're at 50 laps to go. He's in second now and showing good pace as well. In fact, I think he's actually starting to close in on Howie Briss. So definitely goes to show it's not over until it's over.
Yeah, for sure. Racing hard back here for about this is what, 6th? Yeah, James Miller really falling back now. Scott Shire just got by him. And now Sam Rice is trying to get to the, get into the back bumper of James. Really
Oh,
close
man.
there. Holy cow. I think Sam might have the run here to go to the inside.
Not quite.
Not quite.
Oh, he's actually getting close here. Got a good run there off the corner. Gonna
James
try
Miller
to take
trying
another
to
peek
shut
to
the
the
door,
inside,
and he does again. Wow.
Yeah, like I said, Sean definitely starting to close in now on Howie Briss. The gap now exactly 1 second. And then look at James Colable. He's still there in the
Yeah.
4th position.
That top 5 run, I mean, that's a fantastic run for him. He would love that. And yeah, I definitely think Tom Mercier is really wishing he pit for them tires on that one caution. Everyone else came in. He is struggling, but we've seen the speed on the long run. Oh, man, right behind him, James Miller got sideways off too.
Now you're battling hard back here.
Yes, yeah, this is all on the lead lap. I mean, we only got
Right.
9 cars in the lead lap, but yeah, Charles Jurek and James Miller, that's 8th place right there. Patrick Colby, first car 1 lap down there in 10th, needing a caution flag to get back on the lead lap. And Tom Mercier losing more spots. Here comes Scott Shire to the inside,
Oh, yeah.
and Sam.
Yeah, it's been a minute since Tom pitted, so those tires
Yeah.
are definitely wearing down.
Yeah, Tom definitely is probably the guy out here that needs a caution flag for sure. Yeah, he's going backwards. That battle for second place still pretty tight. Nicholas Lavelle really close to the back bumper of Sean Williams. And we saw some pretty good long run pace on those long runs from Lavelle.
Right.
If this thing goes green, he can get by Sean. Let's see if he can run down Howie. But Howie's showing some good pace right now, out front over about a second.
Yeah,
in
with
front of
these
Sean
two,
Williams.
these two battling, being close together like they are, that's allowing Howie to pull away
Yes.
a little bit more. And I'm going to assume that Howie wants it to go green now.
Oh, yeah.
And again, coming to 43 to go, let's just say 40 laps. 40 laps is not long at all at this
Yeah,
track.
they go by quick here at Dover, for sure. James Colboy trying to hang on to that 4th spot, but Scott Shire has caught him.
Yep.
Regardless, I mean, this has definitely been the run of the season for James Colboy, for sure.
Yeah, without a doubt. There
and
goes
here comes
Shire
Scott.
to the inside. And he's going to run way up high. Going to be enough for these guys to get by him.
And now Charles Jurek trying to get by him as well. And that moves Sam Rice into the top 5. And we haven't really talked much about him today. He's kind of just kept it out of trouble. Hasn't been in any of the wrecks. He's avoided them all. And now he's here with a pretty clean car at the end of this race, running in the top 5. So good way to, dig through the race and running up pretty close to the front now.
Yeah, he's definitely started to show up here towards the end of the race, running inside the top 5. And yeah, now you can see Howie Briss starting to pull away once again here from Nicholas
And Lavelle
Lavelle.
did get by Sean
Oh, yeah,
Williams.
he did. About 1.4 seconds right now. And like you said, Lavelle was able to get by Sean and get into that second position. 40 laps remaining. We'll see if he's able to run down Howie Briss.
Yeah, this race really has now come down to, we were expecting basically this whole race. It was looking like it was going to be either Tom Mercier or Quentin Warman, and now just things have happened, situations have happened, and none of them are even to be seen up front. And now it's going to come down to, it looks like, Howie Briss and Nicholas Lavelle if this thing stays green.
Yeah, I'm actually looking right now. Nicholas Lavelle was able to close in there on Howie Briss. Let's take a look.
Yeah,
here.
he's definitely got some good long run speed.
Yeah, let's see. The last 3 laps, he's been able to close in by 3 100ths, 1 100th, and exactly a tenth. Let's see what it was last lap.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's closing.
Oh, yeah, last lap he closed in by just over a tenth.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, you can just see 1.1 seconds back now. Nicholas Lavelle definitely showing that pace now 1 second back as I say that. See, Howie Briss is able to pull away some off the corner, but Lavelle continues that pace down the straightaways.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the last lap. Yep, just over a tenth of a second.
Yeah, that 10 car is doing strong, and now he definitely does not want to yellow. He knows he's got the long run pace. He's running down the leader. He wants to go up there and pass him.
Right.
And this could be. How about this? These front 3, I believe. I don't think Sean has this season. Let me check really quick. Yeah, no.
Any of them have
none
won.
of these 3 have won this season. So I mean, they're obviously all very hungry for a win.
Right. You know, I feel like they're all very hungry for a win, but I think Howie Briss is the hungriest, to be honest with you, because he's probably been the most consistent driver throughout the season. He just hasn't been able to seal the deal yet.
Yes.
You know he wants this one bad.
Yeah. And just want to make a quick note. We did see the crash earlier. Quentin Warman has officially gone behind the wall, and he's out of this race. Tony Hillbrands is back on the racetrack, actually passing Sean Williams right now. Tony Hillbrands, though, 18 laps down, but still in the 12th position. That just shows the amount of trouble we've had here tonight with a lot of guys.
He still wants to make up some ground, get as many points as he can. So
yeah, this is
definitely understandable.
And even with James Miller still struggling on this long run in 8th place, Quentin Warman looks like he's going to finish this race about 15th or so. That's a big point stay there.
Tell you what here, 33 laps remaining. Let's have a short little crank it up here late in the
All
race.
right.
And back live, about 25 laps remaining here, coming to 24 to go. Nicholas Lavelle still in second, but Howie Briss has been able to pull away once again here. Oh, actually, Daniel Mosteller into the wall.
Oh, wow.
He's able to hang on to it and stay out of the way. But I tell you what, that car, I can already tell, it's looking like what Jeffrey Fisher's car looked like when he flipped here. That thing's definitely going to be tough to turn here. Oh, yeah. Definitely going to be tough to hang on to. Hopefully he can stay off the track. Yeah, it looks like he's going to be able to get that thing down to pit road. But Howie Briss has been able to extend his gap to about 1.4 seconds over Nicholas Lavelle.
Yeah, it started to actually go up now a little bit. Howie Briss showing some really, really good pace, putting down some good laps, actually extending that gap a little bit.
Let's take a look at the previous lap times now. Last lap, just under. Howie Briss was just under a tenth of a second faster. Oh yeah, that lap he was almost 2/10 faster than Nicholas Lavelle. So definitely starting to pick up the pace now. Let's just take a look at it this time as well, just to see. And I think it's going to be fairly similar to the last lap.
And we got actually a battle for the final spot here in the podium. Top three, Scott Shire has caught Sean Williams, actually looking to the inside here.
And looks like he's going to be able to take that spot. Yes, he will. Up to third goes Scott Shire.
Run. Nice.
Good job. Again, just 20 laps to go here at Dover. The question is, do we get another caution or do we go green to the end?
Yeah, this definitely looks like we're having a green kind of look to it here. 20 laps to go, it looks like. Only, what, about 9 cars on the lead lap. We can kind of, run through our 9 cars we got here. Howie Briss continuing to keep that lead. It's gapped now to 1.8 seconds last time by. Howie Briss definitely not feeling the pressure out there leading this race as he's kind of extending that gap.
Right, just over 2 seconds now is the gap between Howie Briss and Nicholas Lavelle. And if it goes like this, Nicholas Lavelle is going to finish second for the second week in a row.
Man, it's got to be getting frustrated. I think he's got a couple, maybe 3 second-place finishes now at least this year. So
definitely starting to get frustrating, I'm sure. But, hey, consistency is key for points. So definitely going to be a good points day for Nicholas Lavelle as well. But just have to wait and see. I mean, you never know. We could still get a caution. Got about 16 laps before the race is
Anything
official.
can happen. Yep.
Right. So just going to have to wait and see here. But Howie Briss does not want a caution. That's the last thing he wants right now.
Yeah,
so,
he really, really wants this win. I know he does. And so far, it's looking good, though. 16 to go. Tom Mercier has worked his way back into the top 5 on the long run. Unfortunately, just at a tire disadvantage to the guys ahead of him. But he's still going to, looks like, come out of here with the top 5 if this stays green. But I definitely think Tom Mercier was the guy to beat tonight. Definitely had a lot of speed.
I definitely think so as well. But hey, a top 5 after starting 12th still would be definitely a good performance out of Tom Mercier. So just gonna see if he can't finish it up here.
Really, the only battle on racetrack right now is for 6th. Sam Rice, James Coulibaly battling hard for that 6th position. Right in front of him is the lap car, actually, of Patrick Colby.
Oh, yeah.
But, this is really the closest battle on the lead lap right now.
Yeah, actually, James getting a run off the corner here. We're going to see if he can't take that spot. He's going to take a peek down to the inside. Can't quite do it that time. See if he tries to use this lap car as a pit.
That 9 car being in front of Sam Rice is not helping his car. It's probably making his car handle really terrible. If he had that clean air, he probably would be able to maybe pull away. But getting all that dirty air from Colby and making his car unstable.
Yeah, we'll see if James uses that to his advantage. There he goes to the inside.
There he comes.
This might be what James needs. Yeah, you can see Sam gets really tight. Oh, actually goes into the wall. I think that's exactly what James needed.
Yeah, he'll hang on to that 6th place. And that lead up front, nothing's changed. Howie Briss still
Yep.
continuing to pull away. 2.6 seconds last time by.
Let's take a look at the lap times one more time here. Oh, yeah. I mean, every lap he's pulled away by pretty much a 1/10 of a second. Just the speed that... Oh, and we have a caution!
Oh, wow. Who is
Patrick
it?
Colby. We were just looking at him, and he's wrecked on the front straightaway. Oh, wow.
Well,
Let's...
this definitely changed. Oh, my goodness. We have a lot to look at here.
Let's go take a look at what happened. Oh, wow. Okay. See, this is right when James Colabelli is getting by him. See, he's there on the top. And it looks like he's already kind of getting loose here.
Yeah. And then he's going way up the racetrack, and then... Oh, man.
Not getting loose, getting tight, I should say. And then... Oh, yeah, slams the outside wall. And then he's got Sam Rice right behind him who just can't check
Nowhere
up
to
in
go.
time.
Yeah, nowhere to go, really,
Runs
there.
right into the back of him, sends him for a spin. And there he goes down to the inside wall, hard into the inside wall.
Oh, man, when he comes back up the track, look at this.
What happened here? Oh, man, Charles Jurek. Oh,
Goes
wow.
for a wild ride.
Up on his side.
Oh, my
Oh,
goodness.
my gosh, man. And then rides the wall here as Patrick Colby continues to spin down the track. Look at Charles Jurek. We're going to have to ride along with Charles for sure. And let's actually look at this in real time, and then he lands back up on all fours. Let's actually go look at this on the cockpit view so we can see what Charles saw. That was a
Wow.
wild ride for him.
And that was a couple
let's-
more lap cars.
All right, let's
lead
take
lap
a look at
cars.
that. See, this happens right ahead of him, and again, same situation with Sean. Oh, man. Look at that.
What a ride.
Wow.
I mean, can you imagine just coming around that that full speed and all of a sudden you're up
Right.
on your side like that? Holy cow.
That's just in the matter of half a second. All right, that's definitely not what Howie Briss wanted.
And now these guys are going to be right on his back bumper. And I tell you what, how about Tom Mercier? This could be the break he needed.
But the thing is, didn't he stay out?
He just pit right here, I think. So,
No, I'm looking at it, and it shows him still on the track.
oh, they already pitted while we were looking at the replay.
Okay. So if he has already gone to pit road, then yeah, this could be the break that he needs.
Yeah, he looks like he's going to be in the 5th position for this restart. With under 10 to go, that's still going to be tough to do, but now he's got a chance on fresh tires, equal tires with Howie. And we saw how fast Tom was on that one run where he really was fast in the short run. So he shows he's got the speed. We'll see if he can do it here.
Yeah. Okay, so did the whole field come down pit road?
Yes. Yeah, everybody pit. James Colbully stayed out, led a lap. He came down pit road now, going to get tires. We got 9 on the lead lap still. But we saw Charles Jurek go for that wild ride, so I think we really only have about 8 on the lead lap.
Yeah, Tom, I mean, it's definitely possible. Not going to be easy, but definitely possible.
No.
I believe it's going to be 7 laps to go when we come to the restart. This time by should be 1 lap to green. We'll see if Howie's able to hang on. But we know how Tom is on the short run, so... yep, lights are off on the pace truck. There will be 1 lap to green here. So Tom's got 7 laps to go from 5th to the lead. We'll see if he can get it done here, man.
It's definitely going to be tough, but I mean, he's definitely shown the speed that he can do it. And, I wouldn't count Nicholas Lavelle. He's been pretty fast all race here, too. And now he's got a shot at Howie Briss. The pressure is on Howie now. Going to be about, 8 laps to go here? 7 to go?
7.
Let's see if Howie can, hold on to this.
See if he's able to do it, man. Like we said, not going to be easy.
And these cold
So-
tires, when these guys are pushing the tires to the limit here on these cold tires, these things could get a little loose here. Got to be really careful here on this restart.
It's going to come down to the wire here. Any of these guys in the top 5, really any of these guys here that are on the lead lap could
Yep, 8 of 'em.
potentially win this race. We're going to find
Here we
out
go.
just 7 laps to decide the winner here at Dover. We'll see if Howie Briss tries to get the jump.
Ooh, he's holding them back.
And
There
yes,
he goes.
he does. He gets a good jump here. 7 laps to go. But Nicholas Lavelle is able to get a good jump as well and get clear for that second position. Tom Mercier kind of falls back. Oh, but he's able to immediately get to the inside of Sam Rice. He is forcing his way to that 4th position.
Yeah, Sam tried to shut the door there, but it just wasn't quite there. Tom Mercier gets by him. James Miller as well, but let's see if he can run him down.
Now we got to watch for Nicholas Lavelle up here.
Yeah.
See if he can't run down Howie Briss. Just about 0.3 of a second back. I don't know, man. They're already getting spread out here. Where's Tom Mercier here in the 5th position?
Oh! Sean Williams
Oh,
on his side,
man!
upside down. How
And
many
Tom
cars
barely
have we
misses him.
Upside down tonight.
I think that's number 4.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Sean, okay.
Oh, and he's gonna have to tow, unfortunately.
Oh my gosh.
What a ride for Sean Williams. Was running in 3rd. Was doing so good, and I tell you what, a lot of guys did a great job avoiding him.
Without a doubt, we saw Tom almost hit him. All right, let's take a look at that in slow motion here. And you see Scott gets a run. You can see, Sean's kind of pushing off the corner. Oh, he actually, I think he may have gotten a little loose, and then he overcorrected. And oh man, once he hit that wall, his car just immediately went over. And watch Tom here. Tom, oh, good job.
him
Barely
and
missed
Scott
him.
Both did a great job avoiding
Yeah.
that.
Oh my gosh.
Huh.
There goes Sean sliding down the track. Oh man, not a good turn of events for Sean. I want to ride on board with,
Oh yeah, here we go. We've seen a lot of wild rides here tonight. Let's get ready. Let's do another one here.
let's ride on board with Tom Mercier. As
Yes.
he misses Sean. This all happens right in front of him. He had a front row seat to all of this. So let's watch this in real time and see what Tom saw.
Yeah.
And just watch this. Oh man, right in front of him.
Woo.
Talk about a Bubba Wallace camera. I mean,
Yeah, pretty much. Wow,
barely,
what a ride.
barely misses him. And that is, I believe, the 4th flip of the night.
Yeah, we've seen. Yeah, that might be 4. Yeah, you're right.
So let's see, it started with Jeffrey Fisher, and we had
Charles
Charles
Jurek,
Jurek,
Sean.
Sean, and then I think who was the other one? I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of who the other one was.
This is actually going to put us into overtime, I believe.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to a green, white, checkered, and Tom will be in 4th.
4th.
Just don't know if he's going to be able to do it in 2 laps.
Yeah, lights still on the pace truck, actually. So yeah, we definitely will be going into overtime for a green, white, checkered.
Yep, so for those of you in the chat, many of you don't know how a green, white, checkered works, is, well, for NASCAR it's a little bit different, but here in iRacing, we will go into a green, white, checkered, which basically means we will extend the race, and we'll have a 2-lap shootout. Once we get to the white flag, the race is official. Even if there's a wreck, there will not be a caution, and they will race back to the checkered flag. But if we do have a wreck before the white flag waves, then we will have another caution, and we'll have another attempt at a green, white, checker, depending on how many attempts there are. I believe in this series there were only 2 or 3 attempts. So if there are 3, which I think there are, then after the 3rd attempt, if we get into a 3rd attempt and then there's another caution, then the race will be official, and whoever's in the lead at the time of caution will be the winner. So it's going to be interesting to see if we get another caution here or if they make it to the white flag.
Yep. 7 cars. we're down 2 on the lead lap.
So
1 to
this
go
should
here.
be 1 to green. Yep. So the
And we are into overtime.
So the field will get stacked up here. We'll see if this is enough time for any of these guys behind Howie Briss to get by and potentially get the win.
Yep, it's all about this restart here for Howie. He's got to time
Yep.
this perfect, jump these guys really good, and get 2 qualifying laps in. Oh, by the way, over here in this league, there is 3 attempts at a green-white checkered. So there's a caution here, on that first lap, like Hayes was mentioning here. We will have another restart. So 3 attempts, and here we go, half a lap from the green.
And here we go. Coming around into turn number 3. It's going to be pretty interesting to see what happens here in these final 2 laps. Lights
And
are
when
off
Howie
on the pace
decides
track.
to go, yeah. Here we go.
And green flag goes back in the air. Just 2 laps remain. Nicholas Lavelle was able to get a good jump. He's going to get clear for the 2nd position. But does he have the time to run down Howie Briss? He's got a good run, actually a really good run.
Oh,
Oh,
tire
no!
gets turned.
Oh, man.
Ah, man. You hate to see that for Scott. Got turned off turn 2 there.
And that's going to bring out another caution. So we're going to go to our 2nd attempt at a green-white checkered. Let's go to the replay. So,
I tell you what, I think Scott really didn't get too much damage there, though. And there's only 7 cars on the lead lap, so that's as far back as he's going to go. Get in there and get some tires. Hopefully he's got any left.
So take a look here, because you can see Tom is right there on his door trying to power through on the outside, and you can see he's already kind of slow, and James Miller is coming up quick, and yeah, I think you can tell James is hesitating, but just barely gets into the back of him and sends him around. This is actually good for Tom. Tom's going to move up to 3rd. But yeah, and that sends Scott for a spin, and I think that's going to be
Really?
that.
No one else
actually.
really?
James gets tagged by Sam Rice, who I think... Oh, Sam had to actually really correct his car. I want to look at this, though, because this was right before, or right as that was happening. Watch the run that Nicholas Lavelle was able to get on Howie Briss coming off a turn 2.
Oh, wow, he did. That caution was kind of saved Howie.
Look at this. He had an amazing run.
Yes, he did.
It's
Wow.
actually, oh man, barely got blocked by Howie, but he had a great run there coming off the corner.
I tell you what, this caution flag now. Look who is in 3rd place on this
Tom
restart.
Mercier.
Yes, he's got a really good shot now. If he can time this restart right, get right in behind Howie Briss, put some pressure on him for these final 2 laps.
Yeah, for sure. Now, let's see. Can we talk to somebody here?
Who'd you
Before
want
we
to
head
talk
to
to?
this restart. Don't know. Let's see. Have we talked to Howie? I think we already have we?
You haven't. You sure you want to talk to him? You want to jinx him? I don't know.
Well, usually you're the one to jinx somebody, but I don't want to be responsible for Howie losing this race.
He's probably really focused right now.
Actually, you know what? Let's not interview anybody just to be on the safe side.
I don't. Yeah, I don't want to be the reason that Howie Briss something happens to him here.
Yeah.
He's probably really focused here,
Yeah,
and
sorry, folks. We're superstitious here. So, yeah, we don't want to jinx anybody.
how about we'll talk to him in 2 laps with hopefully a top 3 interview, and maybe we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear him.
Okay. So I believe next time around should be 1 lap to green, and I don't know. I think Tom, so
He could have a shot here.
so far this has played into his favor. I think if he can get a good jump and get clear of Nicholas, then he will have a shot. Just all depends on the restart. The thing is, with how it goes in iRacing, any time after the pace truck pulls off, the leader can go. So, I mean,
Yeah, anytime. Yeah.
so it really is just, it's a guessing game for the guys behind the leader because they don't know when he's going to go. So they
How
really,
about?
as soon as they see him accelerate, as soon as they hear that car accelerate, you got to mash that throttle to make sure
Yep.
make sure he doesn't pull away by too much.
Yep. Should get the one to go here. 7 cars on the lead lap still, and it comes down to a second green-white checkered attempt now here. And I tell you what, I think Howie, he knows Tom. He's right behind him. He's been fast. It's all about this restart. He's got to get a really good start and not get loose off, too, like he did last time when Lavelle had that great run right before that caution flag came out, like you mentioned.
Right.
Here we go.
And again, like you were saying, comes down to a second attempt out of potentially 3 of a green-white checkered here. And again, any of these top 4 or top 5 drivers could still have a shot.
Yep.
Here we go, pace truck pulling off. The field once again in the hands of Howie Briss. Does he try to play a mind game with them on this restart? We'll see. And
Oh, he's waiting.
he is. He's checking him up.
Ooh,
And he gets
there we
going.
go.
Tom
Oh, if he can
is
get
able
clear
to
of
stay to the
speed. Oh,
inside.
he's got a shot. He's got to get by Lavelle really quick here.
Yep, he does. And he does just that. He's able to get clear. Now the question is, does he have enough time to run down? Oh, hard into the
Another
wall.
one.
James
Another
Miller,
one.
number 5. Again, up and
Are
over.
you kidding me?
And that puts us into our 3rd attempt at a green-white checker. James, number 5.
Wow, I don't think I've ever seen this many cars flip in a race before.
Neither have
And it's
I.
weird because I don't know what's going on with this track or this car, but anytime a car hits the wall, it just launches the car upside down.
Right.
It's kind of weird.
And that's going to end James Miller's night. Let's take a look at that again in slow motion. And again, I think this is also going to benefit Tom because he was able to get the second.
Now he's second. He's got to be able to time that restart, though.
All right, so let's take a look here. And yeah, he just slides up, hits the wall, and just launches his car up and over. And then just, man. And you can see, watch Daniel Mosteller. I think he barely missed it. Oh, he may have hit it. Actually, oh, wow. Look at that near miss for Daniel Mosteller. No, we're going to have to go on board with Daniel now. Let's take a look at that. An onboard view.
Yeah,
of
we
the
definitely
cockpit
got to
view,
see it on board of this.
so we can see what Daniel saw in real time. He was a lap down, but I mean, this is probably the best avoidance we've seen all night.
Yeah.
Alright, let's take a look at this. See, he's getting up to speed here.
Wow!
And then, see the flip ahead of him. Watch this.
That's amazing.
Wow! I'm sure his life flashed before his eyes there, and he actually went for a spin right after that.
Yeah, well, that's okay. He probably was freaking out there.
I would rather spin than hit a flipping car head on. I mean, that was insane.
I tell you what, with all these green-white checkers and everything that's been happening, these cautions, Sean Williams just got his laps back, and he's back on the lead lap for this last restart.
Oh wow, yeah.
He flipped over what, 2 cautions ago?
Yeah.
3.
Actually,
Now
he
he's-
appears to have some damage to the right front of his car. The right front appears to be digging in. So
Oh
that
man,
car's gonna be tough to hang on to, but I mean, hey, got the
7th.
laps back. I tell you what, Tom has made up 1 position per caution we have had here over the past couple of cautions. So if he can time this restart and get clear of Nicholas, he
Yep.
could have a shot.
And Howie's out here now. Now Howie's probably in a situation where they come up too. He's like, hey, you guys can go ahead and just wreck one more time.
Yeah,
Do it one more time.
yeah. We
This
only
race
got
will for sure be mine then.
Right, we only got one more attempt. This is their last chance to make it to the white flag. If they don't, caution will come out, and whoever's in the lead will be the winner. And you got to wonder, that's got to put pressure on these guys that are right behind Howie.
Yes.
They want to get by him, but they're also worried about guys, maybe themselves or guys behind them wrecking, bringing out that caution that ends the race.
Yeah, and when we saw James Miller getting loose, Nicholas Lavelle got really loose on the inside. He almost was about to lose it too. I mean, these cars on these restarts are just a little kind of a handful, and see if these guys can survive for one more green white checker attempt. Yeah, we're going to be over about 10 laps over the actual scheduled distance here tonight.
Yep, so this time by should be 1 lap to green. Tom, like I said, has made up 1 spot for every caution that extended our green-white checkered phase. So he's got to make up 1 more if he wants to get this win. And you could tell both drivers, all 3 of these guys, or really all these guys up here inside the top 5 want this win bad. And the top 4 have not won yet this season. So there's a good chance that we'll get a new winner.
Yeah, everybody except Scott Shire has not won this season on the lead lap right now. So have a really, really, really good shot at a first winner for the season here.
All right, so no matter what, this will be the final restart of the race. Will we get a caution, or will they make it to the white flag and finish the race under green? We're about to find out.
Gosh, what a wild race. I mean, this has been a crazy one. I thought it would be, and we've seen some green flag race, and we've seen a lot of you said 5 flips, a lot of wrecks,
Right.
a lot of action. What a wild show here tonight at Dover.
For sure. So we'll see if these guys can get it done. It would be a huge win for any of these top 4 drivers. Final attempt at a green-white checkered. No matter what happens, the winner will be decided from this restart. What does Howie Briss do? What does Tom Mercier have for Howie Briss? Coming to the restart, Howie Briss gets going. Tom Mercier might be able, doesn't quite get clear of Nicholas Lavelle.
And that is exactly what Howie Briss wants to see.
Yep.
He wants them guys side by side. We'll see what happens here through 1 and 2.
Yep, we'll see if Lavelle can get clear. Doesn't quite get clear of Tom Mercier. This time by, he should be able to, though. Yes, he does. Now we'll see, does he have the time to run down Howie Briss? Oh, Tom loose off that corner. Now he's going to go to the inside.
And that, again, this is helping. This is doing is helping Howie Briss for this win.
Right. It's going to be a tough battle for second. But up here with the leader, Howie Briss. Oh, man, Lavelle loose there. That's going to seal the deal for Tom. But off a turn 4, Howie Briss finally breaks through and gets his first win of the season at Dover.
Good job, Howie. That's awesome.
Great
Winner
job.
tonight.
Tom Mercier going to get second, and Nicholas Lavelle going to come home in third. Great job by Howie Briss.
Nice.
Finally breaking through and getting that elusive first victory. And hey, we're going to get to interview Tom.
Hopefully. You better get up here.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, we got third place Nicholas Lavelle again coming up just short.
And you can see Thomas Sewell running into Howie Briss, giving him a congratulatory slam.
Ruining his burnout. Come on now.
Yeah, you better believe Howie's stoked about this one. Burning it down here on the front straightaway. Alright, so now we will get your top 3 drivers up here. Starting with Nicholas Lavelle in the number 10.
And right now, I'm actually not seeing Nicholas in Discord, but we do have Tom and Howie.
Alright, you can go ahead and interview Tom. And then I'll take Howie.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and get second place up here. Tom Mercier, are you actually here this time?
Oh, yeah. I stayed
Oh,
well.
there he is. Well, second place here tonight. Um, you told me before the race you were going to win this race. I mentioned on the broadcast. You, I would say, definitely had the car to beat tonight. Was the fastest guy out there. Um, you kind of got caught on a caution flag with tires there, and it just got you back in traffic there.
Yeah.
And all the restarts there at the end. I mean, just what it just felt like. Just what did you need more there?
I had a set of tires. I saved an extra set of tires. Just didn't get the caution I wanted. Didn't fall my way. Like you said, we definitely had the car to win. I definitely could have caught Howie there. Passing him is another thing. He definitely knows how to defend. I was looking forward to that. Hopefully, get another green white checker there. We didn't. I think we were on 303. I don't know.
Yes.
You get lost. These laps
Yeah.
go by so fast there. You don't even know what turn you're in. But oh yeah, it was a lot of fun. Dover's just like a handful and fun to drive. And yeah, it was set of tires. That's all we needed. Like I said, pit stop didn't fall my way.
Yeah, that was definitely the difference I noticed when you fell back on that run. Unfortunately, bringing home second, not the win tonight. But yeah, Dover, what a wild race. I mean, we only had, I think, about 7 cars on the lead lap there finish. We saw like 5 flips.
Yeah, it
Definitely
didn't
a
feel
lot.
like it. Everybody's doing barrel rolls down the back
Yeah,
stretch
there was
there.
a lot of stuff going on today. But
The barrier's a little too soft.
you kept out of trouble though, but didn't get the win though. Second place, close, almost called your shot. But any shout outs or thank yous for second place tonight?
Yeah, no, thanks Tony for hosting the race here. I thanked him several times, let him know loud and proud. Congrats to Howie on the win there. He definitely deserved it. He was fast all the way. He was trying to work on saving that right front. And he figured it out there late at the end. And, it was just a lot of fun. Yeah, and thanks Hayes for putting the show on.
All right, that is your second place finisher, Tom Mercier here tonight, and we will get our winner up here. I'm sure he's really excited for this win here, and we will pull Mr. Howie Briss up here. And Hayes, the floor is yours with our winner tonight.
All right, Howie, up here in the booth, you got a copy, man.
Yeah, I got a copy. Oh.
All right, I can tell you're out of breath. So, you finally break through and bring home that elusive first victory of the season. Man, how does it feel?
Oh. At first, the restarts, I wanted it to go green before we had those caution after caution because I would have won it no matter what. But oh my gosh, I'm speechless right now. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, for sure, man. So, how would you say, or how did it feel, driving that car? Because we could see it was a tough car to handle for a lot of these drivers.
Yeah, it was kind of loose on the cold tires, and then if you got clean air, you would just pull away because clean air was the key. You just get out front, and then you're gone. That's what I had to do with, I don't know, who was it? Racing Tom. But I snuck right in there, snuck to the front, and led those laps. So, oh my gosh.
Yeah, man. So, next week we're heading to a completely different track from Dover, Watkins Glen, a road course. So, what are your plans and expectations heading into next week?
Not let Aaron Smith win, I'll tell you that much. So, I don't know if I'll do well there, but oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know. Watkins Glen, especially with the boot, I never really ran the boot. I ran the cup configuration, but never the boot. I don't know how we'll do there.
Yeah, so finally, man, you have any shout-outs or thank yous you want to give for this victory tonight?
Yeah, definitely. You guys put on the broadcast. Tony Hilbrand's put on the session. Grandmother upstairs, she probably lost her mind. Aunt Stephanie on the West Coast, she also lost her mind. I think my mom and dad were watching it as well. I don't know. I'll have to find out. The boys as well, and also Taylor as well. Oh my gosh. And also Joe Thomas as well. He's taught me a lot about dirt track racing, and I kind of put that into the card tonight. So we got ourselves a win. And Jared, that scream is in Sean's Twitch. So.
I can't wait to go back and watch. And I want to say myself, congratulations on your win. I'm happy for you. You definitely deserve it. Good job.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Congrats, Howie. All right, so that will do it. That was Howie Briss, your race winner here tonight. And finally, we're going to run through the race results here. Just give me just 1 second. Alright, so here are your results here from the race here tonight at Dover. Howie Briss brings home the win by just 0.6 of a second over Tom, who said he was going to win, just couldn't quite do it there at the end. But Nicholas Lavelle Going to bring home third place finish here tonight. Sam Rice going to come home in fourth, a good run for him. Scott Shire going to round out the top 5. James Colaboli, a good run for him as well, going to finish in 6th. And Sean Williams, after being involved in a wreck earlier in the race and flipping towards the end, going to finish in 7th. James Miller, first car not on the lead lap, 6 laps down, finishing in 8th. Charles Jurek, 9th. And Patrick Colby rounds out the top 10.
Yep, and everybody here on out had trouble tonight. A lot of accidents here tonight. Tony Hilbrand's 11th. Daniel Mosteller 12th. Thomas Sewell, I think he was one of the 5 or 6 guys that flipped here tonight. Michael Ashmore 14th. Cole Freilich 15th tonight. Quentin Warman, big disappointment tonight for him. Polster led some laps tonight, had some speed, finishing back in 16th after getting caught up in a crash tonight. Garrett Mitchell 17th. Aaron Smith, another guy who was fast early on but got into some trouble, finished 18th. Michael Keithley 19th, and Isaiah McLean 20th.
And for the final 4 drivers in the field, we have James Mahone coming home in 21st, Alex Anderson finishing in 22nd, Jeffrey Fisher 23rd, Spencer Ray coming home in 24th.
Oh no!
Oh, excuse me. I had to sneeze. But that will round out the field here tonight from the Dover International Speedway. And that will do it for our broadcast, folks. We would like to thank you all so much for tuning in. And again, something else I wanted to point out, we recently hit our milestone of 100 subscribers, now 103. We'd like to thank you all so much for that, those of you that hit the subscribe button. We could not have done it without all of you tuning in and watching our races every week. But yeah, from all of us here at the High Speed Racing Network, we would like to thank you all for choosing our broadcasting network as your form of sim racing entertainment here tonight. And we hope you all have a great rest of your night, and we will see you all next week for Watkins Glen. Have a good night, everybody.